Whether you're looking for a new system to be installed or whether you just need maintenance or there's an emergency going on right now, I highly recommend Clean Air. Every time we've contacted them for any of those three things, it's been an absolute 10, and I would absolutely contact them again. Hi, I'm Nathan Butcher, and I first heard about Clean Air through a Valpak actually. And so I was going through and I needed some work done on my house, and so I called them up, and yeah. When we had our first appointment, which was an estimate at the time, that's all we had committed to, we felt like we were taken care of. We felt like the person that showed up was listening to what we actually were trying to do, and they weren't necessarily selling us on anything that we weren't asking for, but we did get a recommendation to also take care of our fireplace at the time, and there was a discount for doing both at once, and we were really grateful for the option. So this time around, we had a water heater leak that started out relatively minor, but we were having a hard time getting someone in there, so we called Clean Air, and they were able to turn it around really quickly to make sure that we got the water heater replaced without anything else going wrong or anything tragic happening. The turnaround time was awesome. We found out about our leak in our water heater probably at 11 p.m. and I think we had the water heater replaced by 6 p.m. the next day. And the leak wasn't huge, so that was way better than we expected, just to make sure that we got it done before anything bigger happened. When the employees of Clean Air were at my house and while the technicians were working on it, it was really comfortable. They just did their work and they asked us what they needed from us when they needed it, and otherwise just got the work done quickly, and we didn't really have to think about them being there unless they needed us, and it was really comfortable. Before we contacted Clean Air on our last one, we had tried out another company on a recommendation from a friend, and it was more than twice the price of what I got from Clean Air, and there's no way that the quality was any better than what we've got. We were fully satisfied with what we have from Clean Air, and I know that the price worked for our family while other companies had not for us. It seems that every time Clean Air comes over and takes care of something at our house, it's just done exactly as we would have expected. Whether it's the fireplace getting cleaned, or the glass on it getting cleaned, the water heater getting replaced, the furnace filter getting replaced, an inspection on any of these systems, we just never have to follow up with anything. And it seems that months later, they follow up and ask us how it went, or they ask us if we'd like to schedule something new. A lot of those things end up happening automated for us, and they don't require any maintenance on our part, which is exactly what we want. Honestly, the reason I keep coming back to Clean Air when there are so many options in this space is because of Colin and because of how it feels to work with him. You can contact Colin through the company, and if that's a person you've worked with before, he makes you feel like you're kind of part of his ecosystem when it comes to HVAC. And as weird as that might sound, it's really nice having a go-to that feels like it's not just a professional service that's coming into your home, it feels like someone who's supporting your family. Because I work with people for a living, I feel like I'm quite picky when I have someone over to my house, whether it relates to sales or service, and I'm so happy with every person that comes over to my house with Clean Air and every person I talk to on the phone. My wife and I often talk about how customer service is pretty difficult when you're in customer service, or sales is pretty tough when you're in sales. I feel satisfied every time I interact with somebody at Clean Air, even with my high standards. Whether you're looking for a new system to be installed or whether you just need maintenance or there's an emergency going on right now, I highly recommend Clean Air. Every time we've contacted them for any of those three things, it's been an absolute 10, and I would absolutely contact them again.